everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well. I have a couple of journals to do a little flip through. These are Christmas journals. They don't look that much like Christmas journals from the outside, but I promise you they are Christmas journals. I have two of them. They're not the same, but they're similar. And I thought I would kind of go through one and talk about it a little bit, and then on the next one I'll just do with music, and I'll tell you a little bit about them. Okay, so we'll just do this one. These are 12 by 4, and they have about a 1-inch spine. It's a rounded spine, so it's not exactly 1 inch, but it's about that. And they have about 100 pages in them, front and back or sides or whatever. It's a pretty decent sized journal, but yet it's still very kind of compact. I made this with vintage different doilies and lace and trim. There's some really pretty upholstery fabric underneath here, but I ended up covering it all up so you can't really see it. It has upholstery fabric, and then it has a linen fabric on the inside. I did, this is a snippet roll underneath here, along the back and over here, and that just kind of gives it that kind of shabby look on here, I think, with little pearls on it. And you can see it's got a lot of different lace and trim, a lot of it pretty old and vintage. Some of it's not, but most of it is. It's got this little pretty flower on the front of it with a pearl in the middle of it. I've got this rusted safety pin here with these crystal and pearl beads. This doesn't really serve a purpose, so you could take it off if you want to. The only real purpose is decorative, and it has this little dangle that's attached to it that just kind of dangles. I thought it looked really pretty, especially on this tall journal. The tie on it is secured by this snippet roll that goes all the way around. It's sewn and glued in, and this also holds it. This doesn't go all the way around the back. It just goes down most of the middle part of it. It has this really nice soft cream velvet bow on it that goes on the side here, and here's the look from the top. Anyway, it's a really nice soft velvet, and that is the outside of the journal. Okay, so I'm going to open it up now, and we can see the inside. So this is the inside, and most of the digitals that I used on this are from Christmas Past by Shabby Cottage Studio on Etsy, and it is a Christmas kit for the tall journals, which I had a hard time finding, and I was really happy to find this one, and I love it. So in the front part of this pocket, I have a vintage, I think it was like a doily type thing, and I cut it in half, and I made a little pocket here, and I made one on the back, and it's got this rusted pin or safety pin, and it's got a vintage piece of a vintage doily and some very vintage cloth on there just to kind of give it a little decoration. This is a vintage postcard from I think it's like 1890 or either that or the early 1900s, so it's pretty old. And then I've got this card that I made with this Santa Claus on here. So that is it. There are a lot of things in here that are just safety pinned on with rusty paper clips, And I used these old things because I wanted this to look like something that had been collected over time. So I wanted it to look very vintage. Anyway, here's the first page. Here is the avocado die, and here is a very old paper or page, probably from the early 1900s. Here is a postcard, and then here is the page. So you can move all this stuff around. I wanted it to be something that you could decorate the way you wanted to. A lot of pretty pages on here. This is one. I'm not going to go ahead and pin all these in. I'm just going to show you the different pages. Here is a pocket. And it has a journaling card with a Christmas carol, and then that one. This has this pretty page here, and on the other side this snowflake page here with this Santa Claus. This is just a letter that's on not parchment paper, but oh gosh, vellum. And here's another page. This is a very old, I believe it's early 1900s copy of We Three Kings. And here's some printing on the back. And here, this is the music page. There's a little tuck spot with this little angel and this really beautiful page here. And this is part of a book that is from the early 1900s. I think it's French, yeah. This is another really pretty page with this journaling card that I made. And then here you've got this really cool Christmas post office picture. I think that's really neat. This is just an envelope that I made for in the middle for a pocket, and this just has some different music paper that you could also write on the back or use it to decorate with. This pretty doily, a vintage receipt, French English dictionary page, and here is just another journaling card, and then there's one on the other side with this pretty page, and this is something about a Christmas tree. I don't remember what it was. Here is a very vintage Christmas carol with a couple of journaling cards here, and then this really pretty picture, and there's a little tuck spot in there. This is a journaling card that I made, and then it's on this pretty page with these really pretty angels with this embossed paper. And here is a journaling card of this Santa. This is very vintage ledger paper that I have, and I made a little tuck spot on the bottom. Here's a little journaling card, and then another one here. Here's a really pretty paper page. I love that. And then the avocado died, and I have this red doily in there. Another really pretty page. Then we have this pocket over here with these two journaling cards here. This nice Santa, and then this little postcard that goes there. The other side of that receipt. And then here is, this is a one of the rusted hairpins that I have with some little bling on there. And this pretty journaling card that I made. Oops, I'm throwing that across the room. On this side, this is the middle, and it's a one signature journal, by the way. I don't know if I said that. This is the middle, and I absolutely love this page. I think it's so cute. I didn't want to put anything on there. And on this one, it has a pocket, and I have these two journaling cards. This one I made, and I put this little girl on it with this vintage lace and trim. This goes back in here. And on the other side, there's a pocket, and it has this pretty little pocket, and you've got this card, and then you've got this postcard that goes in there. Vintage receipt. And this is a beautiful page here, and it's got some vintage trim right here. The other part of that doily, the avocado dyed. And then this pretty page here. This is the ledger paper. And you've got a postcard and another journaling card. Got this vintage trim right here on this really pretty paper. The vintage music paper with these journaling card here, and then this is just a angel digital that is on this parchment paper. It's really pretty. And here we have this angel postcard here, or picture. It's really pretty. On the other side of that is the deal about the Christmas tree, and then here's another picture. On this side you have a pocket on this kind of snowflake page with these two journaling cards. And here you have this beautiful page here with the other half of that French English dictionary, the French receipt, and this has this vintage paper here on this music paper, and then you've got this other side here, and it's an envelope, and in here is some more music paper that you can use to write on the back, or you can use it to cut out and decorate with it. Here is the avocado paper, and then this beautiful paper. And then here is another French book there, and then this beautiful journaling card here with this other French page here. And let's see what we have on this side. This really pretty little journaling card. And then here's the other part of that music paper. It's really, really old. It's probably a little brittle, but it seems to be doing pretty good. It's the seems to be a really good paper that it's made out of, so it should hold up. This is really pretty journaling card with some vintage trim over here. And here is another journaling card on this really pretty page. And that is there. Here is the other part of that paper. Here is journaling card. And it goes in that little pocket. This is another really pretty page. This is the half, I don't know, somewhere in there is the Sears and Roebuck. Has pocket watches on it. Here's a really, really pretty pocket with a journaling card in it. And here's the other half of that Everything $1. Or Everything for Your Christmas Tree, I'm sorry. And this is a journaling card that I made, and the other side was another journaling card, but that's it right there. And it has some embossed paper on it with another little journaling card. And here we have another pocket with a couple of other little journaling cards here. Go in there. And then you have the last page. Okay. And you have that pocket with your little rusty safety pin. You've got a couple of crystal beads here. And then you've got this pretty little journaling card that I did. And then this one that has this vintage crochet doily up there with this really pretty picture. Anyway, so that is that journal. I will put that aside. And then I will show you this one, and it is very much very similar, but there's different ephemera, different pages and different things like that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that, and I'll just put it to music, and you can just sit back and relax. Okay, so that is both of my journals. With both of them, you do get a little packet that I had put on the side. And if you want to use it for a December daily, you've got this envelope full of numbers that you can use that go with the journal. And that goes in this little envelope. And then this envelope, you have all kinds of stuff. I don't know if it all got out of there, but all kinds of labels and little tickets and little tons and tons of little cutouts so that you can all kind of Victorian style so that you can decorate your journal. So that does come with it. And anyway, I hope this inspired you. It was really fun to make that journal. And oh yeah, there's more in there. But anyway, they both have a ton in there. Can't tell you the exact amount. I think I counted it originally to make sure I put the same in both. Anyway, and they'll be listed in my Etsy shop, and they'll be listed as journal, probably tall Christmas journal number 1 and 2 in the order that I showed them. So this last one will be number 2. So that's it, guys, and I will be back with a process video shortly. And you guys take care, and thank you for joining me. See you later.